If you like this video, make sure to visit our Vimeo page and follow us to get the latest update.
So yeah, today I will tell you about a data model, and I will do some hands-on also for data model. Okay.
Okay.
So I will be creating a custom data model today, and I will be telling you like what are the things and like what are the entity types. Okay, everything I will tell you in detail. And once you create a data model, basically what are the things in background gets created, that also I will show you. Okay, so in when you when you work, that time these things will be very handy to you. Okay, so let's just start, and in the process I will just explain you all the things. Okay, what is what. And like in every class, along with these means whatever we are doing hands-on or theory part, what I am explaining, interview purpose also I'm preparing people, like how they can be asking you question, from what area they will be asking you, that also I'm providing. So that also you can go through, because I feel that when you prepare like this, your concept also gets means firm in the process. Okay, because throughout my journey so far, I have attended so many interviews. I know from which area people are going to ask what question. I am also taking many interviews. So based on that, I will prepare you guys. Don't worry. Apart from MDG also, they will be asking you some other questions from different areas which will be associated with MDG. Say, for example, ALI docs, WA services. Okay, so these things also I will tell you, like what question they can ask from that part also, that also I will tell you guys. So don't worry about all the things. You just go through the videos. I will, if any doubt, I will explain it. Just try to listen now what I am saying. This is very important. So data model is basically, you can say, the means first thing in any MDG project. Okay, without data model, you can't do anything in MDG project. So the knowledge in data model is very important. Okay, and a few person in this training are there who are not aware of the database table and all. So I will explain in that perspective also, so that you also can understand like how data is stored in means SAP, and how to link the data in a data model. Yesterday, anyway, I told, but thoroughly I will tell you today. Okay, so let us quickly go to the transaction code. So can anyone help me with the transaction code if I want to go to the configuration of MDG? What is the transaction code?
MDG, IMG.
Very good. MDG, IMG. Very good. So MDG, IMG is the transaction code through which we can go to the configurational part of MDG. So I'm going. So this is the screen that will be coming. So again, I told you that I will be providing you the path also. Okay. Some interview they will be asking you about path, but it is very rare, because means old days, like before 5 or 6 years, maybe people were asking that. Nowadays, people does not ask much about this paths and all, because they will be asking more about the questions, conceptual questions and all. Okay, because that time the consultant was very less. Now consultants are growing, and MDG has a huge demand in the market. Okay, so MDG MD transaction. Then what is the path? General setting. Then what is the path? After general setting, we have data model, right?
Right.
Then what we have? Edit data model. Is the path basically. Okay, for Why it is happening? Okay. Let us do one thing. Okay, so close. Okay, I will again write the part. Don't worry. So now let us see about the data model, entity type, everything. Okay. So we will go to the edit data model over there. Then we can see our data models. Okay. So these are all the data models. Now MM is the standard data model, BP is the standard data model, and 0G is the standard model. In the industry, it is called OG, but generally, if you want to see, you can get it from OG. So now you will see it is already there. Why I should know whether it is 0G or OG? Because if you go MDG data underscore model, or you are writing any program basically, okay, any code. So that time it would be, you will need this. Okay. Now, if I put 0G here, execute, I can see all the relevant tables and all for this OG data model. Okay. Now let us discuss about the things in data model. I will just go through. So this is data model, right? First of all, what you will be creating? This data model. While creating the data model, what are the things we will be providing? Description we will provide. We will provide it is active area or
Material.
What? Active area is material here, right? So if active area is material, what does it signifies here? Remember, we talked about two things yesterday. One is flex, another one is reuse mode. Okay. So we said that MM and BP generally means is used in reuse mode, right?
Yeah.
In reuse mode, data is transported or means insert in the active tables or active area with the help of access class, right? So where the access class is written basically, see, access we have to, yes. Remember the concept of access class?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah. So this thing we can see here. Data, access class, reuse active area. So under reuse active area, sorry, I have to check only once. Under reuse active area, we can see this is the material we have seen, and under this is the class, access class. Now, how does it look like? Let us see. AC24. Remember, AC24 is the transaction for checking the class. Okay. So there we will go. This is our access class. There we write the program to insert the data in the active area from the staging area. Getting the point or any doubt in this?
Yeah.
So Again, I will go to the data model. Okay, so this is the data model, and if it is blank or we provide MDG, what does it mean? So see, if I click on demo or if I click on created by Sachin, these are the all a custom data model, because you can see Z or Y, somebody has created it. Okay, and then SF also, this is also a custom data model. So here they have used what? MDG. So this is what? This is the flex mode basically. So how will we check whether it is a flex mode or means it is a reuse mode or not? Through the active area. If the active area is blank or MDG is provided here, it mean what does it mean? It means that it is a flex mode. If any like partner, material, or maybe somebody has created S5, let us see first this one. Reuse active area. See, reuse active area is blank, means it is a flex mode. Getting the point?
Okay.
So this could be another your interview question. Then while creating a flex mode, what will you do? If you are creating a Z data model and if you are creating a flex mode, what will you do in the data model? So you will say, if it is a reuse mode, we have to create in the reuse active area, we have to provide our access class. Once we provide our access class, okay, once we provide our access class, we will in active area we will provide the this one, some name we have to provide in the active area. Okay, and this name of the active area we will be using in the data model in the active area. Okay, in the data model active area we will be using the name of the active area what we will be providing in reuse active area. Okay, for your case you have to create it. Here it is a standard, is a standard model, so it was already there, but in your case you have to provide like say for example you are creating for means master data and all. Okay, master data, so you can provide mat1, mat2, something like that, and then you have to create the access class. Okay, by looking into this access class you have to look into it. So let me see, one is already there, how it has been created. S-Flight access. Okay, this is the S-Flight access. See 24. So you can see all the things, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, so if you are using one this one, so how will you use? We will go to the properties. We will go, and in the in the interface you will be going, and you will see this is the thing. It should be there. If USMD PP access. And this is very important information. What am I saying? So if you are creating your custom access area sometime, okay, access class, that time you have to use this interface, if USMD PP underscore access. This information is very important. So in interview they can ask you that if the you have to create a access class, okay, which is a custom access class, how will you create? Then you have to say that we have to go to this interface, and we have to go to the interface tab of the class that means we are creating. There we have to provide this one. Then only we can use it, right? And what is the method of this? AC24 is also the transaction code for looking into the interface. Any doubts so far?
Yes, Krishna. I have a doubt. Okay, so so why we need to create our custom access class? Okay, means the SAP is provided already standard one, right? Okay, what is the
Right.
requirement? Such type of requirement, so we need to create our custom.
Very good. Good question. Say for example, let me tell you like I have worked in one project where it was there that the company, it has its own data model and all. They are not using MMBP or 0G data model. Okay, they had their own data model. So it was a custom data model. Okay, in the custom data model, like what they did, everything, because they were dealing with the equipments and all. Okay, so they made it the equipment data model. So in the equipment data model, they have to, because equipment data model means nothing was provided by SAP, right? So they have to create it by themselves. So they had their own database table. Okay, not this standard Mara, Marcy, Mard, all this standard database table. They had their means own database table. Okay, based on that they created their data model. Now the data model has created. So everything is custom in that, right? So that time, if they're making it a reuse data model, okay, because data model they have created, and the data will be means after the activation of the CR. What I told you yesterday, I told you that you have the CR for creation, right? You have the CR for change and you have the CR for delete. So when your CR for creation is activated, the data from the staging area will be what? Will be replicated to your active table. Like Mara, Marcy, Mard means and other tables. These are your what? Active area or active tables, right? In that it would be automatically transported, and it would be transported through what? Or replicated through what? Your access class, right? So this access class, we put the logic that once the CR is activated, that time from the staging table you take the data and put it into the active table. Okay, and the data in the staging table, what is there? Just means clear all the data from the staging. So in the standard, they have already written the code, but if we are creating our entirely custom solution, then how will we create it? We should know the mechanism, right? So these are the things basically you have to use and create the means access class. And getting my point or no? Any doubt in this?
Okay, Krishna. Okay, it's clear. Okay, but suppose, okay, I'm new in MDG, right?
Right,
Okay, so
right.
I want to create my own data model
Hmm.
and with the a new access class, right? So
Right.
in that case, how I will come to know the requirement, like, okay, what are the fields I have to activate? Because,
Yes.
okay, it's like 100, okay, more than 100, more than 50, because I have to create my custom
So,
table, all the custom table,
yes.
and the interface also, right? Okay, because
See,
the existing interface is using the
yes. So
uh,
everything in this course we will be covering. So
okay,
basically today I will be showing you how to create your custom this one like a data model. Okay. With the standard database table only I will tell you. Don't worry. But I will tell you how to create the means data model, and then further we will see.
okay, oh, that's fine.
Okay.
Thank you.
Generally, like whatever I have seen, wherever they are using the custom data model and all, they are using the flex mode. They are not using the reuse mode, because reuse mode again you have to create the access class and all. So they are not generally doing. But some other techniques are there through which they are inserting the data in the database table. Okay, means whatever custom database table they are creating. But if you want to create your means reuse data model and custom reuse data model, and you want to means store the data in the database table, then I told you, right? You have to go to the reuse active area. You have to provide the active area name over there. Okay, so it is a custom one they have created. So what they have done, they have provided the active area name here and one class here. Okay, and then they have used it where they have used it here in the like data model. Here they have used it. Okay, then you can provide some prefix also, like this prefix. These prefix are very important to identify your data model related structures. Okay, why we use prefix? So in a real time, you might be having so many data models and all so many structures and all everything. Okay, to identify it means quickly, it is very important to provide the prefix. Without prefix also you can use, but it is important to use the prefix. Then comes the package. Package, anyone knows what is package? Anybody has any idea what is package in SAP?
It's all the programs will be under that.
Yes, yes. So package is one thing. So let me show you here. Let us now see what is package. So we will go to SAT where we create our package. Okay. So under your package, all the things, so ZMD pack is there, right? So what is there under this? This is empty package. Okay, there could be so many package available. Let me see this. Under which all the things it would be there. Okay, I think one is there, no problem. So under this package, all the programs, database tables, user interface, okay, all the things should be there under package. So package you can say like for one thing, okay. So say for example, material, right? For material, okay, this there is no package. For DM package is the for YY package is there. Let me see whether anything is there in this package or not. Nothing. Sorry, I did not take package. I have taken this one, right? So let me take this package. If any doubt anywhere, just let me know. Okay, that it is I'm not getting the thing. It is over my head. See, under the package, what we have here, we have only dictionary objects like tables, structures, and all. Okay. But other things will be also be there in the table, like your programs, your UI, your function module, your class, everything will be there under package. So package basically signifies that whatever things you are developing under a particular package, all the things will be there in the common place. Okay. So package signifies this. This much is clear to you about data model?
Yeah.
Okay, so this much is clear, right? Another thing is there in this one, like active version. Okay, earlier this question of people were asking, like what is active version? In active version, what are the options you have? You have none, different, and save. Okay, so none means what? Like you have created your data model. Okay, and this data model, what you are doing? This data model you have not changed anything, and after change you have not what saved, right? So that is why it is none. Different means what? You have means change the data model. So we have none, same, and different. So what do you mean by none? What do you mean by same, and what do you mean by different? Any idea?
No.
Okay, fine. So say for example, none means what? When we are creating the data model for first time, right? We have saved it but not activated. Getting the point? So this is my Z data model or Y data model, which is the custom data model. We have created it. We have saved it, but we did not activated it. So that time, this data model won't be available. Okay. It is just created, saved, but not available for use. So that time it is none. Different means what? Different means the data model which has already been created. Okay, what you have done? You have saved it, but what you did not do, but not yet activated. Okay, then it will be what? Then it would be different.
So different is also not activated. None is also not activated.
But none is a totally new one, right? But different is what? Different is already present. So say for example, data model is already present, right?
Okay.
In that you are going and changing it, adding some attributes or removing some attributes.
Okay.
Then you have just saved it, but you did not activate it. And same means what? You have saved and activated. Okay. That time it will come same. So regarding active version nowadays, means from last 1 or 2 years, I'm not getting this kind of thing anywhere, but maybe they can ask you. So that time you will be prepared. So let me just write it down here. So how will you identify it is a data model is, how will you identify data is flex or reuse? Flex means what? If active area, right?
Active area is not blank and MDG.
Flex means active area is blank.
Is not is blank.
Is blank or MDG.
Yeah.
If in data model active area column active field is blank or MDG, then it is flex mode. Okay. And reuse mode, what happens? Reuse mode, the active area that we create under what? Reuse active area, right? Reuse active area folder. We provide in this active area, this one field. Providing then it is a reuse active area, right? Then what else we have seen? So this is the thing we have seen. So for term access class, we have to use interface. What interface we have to use? Anybody has any idea?
If underscore USMD underscore PP underscore access.
Very good. Very good. But let us see. Means you are almost correct. So, this is. You said PP, right? Not BP.
PP, yeah.
Yes. Very good. So this is the access class. Okay.
And also mention the reason also, right? Why do you want to use that? Is it like a standard or is it like a SAP?
Yes, it is a standard. It is a standard. This is the standard. This is the
or SAP recommendation.
Yeah. Standard interface.
And it is mandatory, right?
Yes. Without this, you can't create access class. Okay. So this has been done. Then what else we have seen? Then what else we have seen? We have seen here the versions, right? Version active version, right? What are the versions we have? Same, different, none. Okay. Same means what? Same means same.
New.
Okay. And activated full. Right? So it could be a new data model or it could be an old data model that you have changed. Could be or old. Changed, saved, and activated. If you just new data model or the old data model, if you just see it and don't activate, so data will be saved, but it only means the changes or the new things only accessible anywhere. Okay, so you have to activate it also. This is very important point. Who are very new to SAP and all, so just remember, saving won't serve your purpose. You have to activate also. Okay, then different means what? Different means some point of time the data model was activated. Now you change or modified and it has saved but not yet activated. Right? Old data model. Some point of time it was activated. You changed it, saved it, but not yet activated. This much is clear. None means if the means whenever you are creating a new data model, you have saved it but not yet activated. New data model, you saved it but not activated. Okay. Any doubt in this? Hello guys, are you there?
No, no.
It's fine, yeah.
Huh?
It's good. We are good.
Okay, you understood the things, right? Okay, fine. So then what we have, then basically we have the data models and all we have understood. Now we have to see the entity types. Okay, and the like attributes. Then we will see the OTC. Okay, all the things we will see now, and then we will create our custom data model. Okay, now we have to understand what is entity types. Okay. Entity types. So we have type 1, type 2, type 3, type 4. Okay, there are 4 entity types, and the 4 entity types has their own means description. Let me just show you. Sorry, today I did not show you this one, right? So data modeling basics, let me just see over here. So welcome to the data modeling basics, SAP MDG 2. This is our disclaimer. This is the addenda basically, framework, high level architecture of the system landscape, this one, and change request. So whatever it is, maybe you can go through the PPT later. Okay, what is provided here. UIBP and all. Let me just check whether they have provided it here or not. Okay. Okay, these things I will explain you. But before that, let us just see what is type 1. Let us go to the system only and see. Okay. So let us see this one basically. And let us go to the entity types. So here, what are the entity types we have? We have Mara, Marcy, Works, and CASNR. This is the 4 entity types we have. Now, we can see some description over here. Can you see?
Yeah.
So, changeable by change request generated database table. Okay. Changeable by change request generated database table. So this is the description for what? This is the description for type 1 entity. Getting the point or any doubt in this?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me write it down. This is very important. They will ask. The concept is also very important. Just try to understand it properly.
Hey, Krishna, you said something OTC, right? What is that?
Business object basically. I will show you. Business
Okay.
object. Okay. Request via let me do one thing. Let me just, because if I write, I will unnecessarily waste some time. Okay. Let me just use this because all the things I have used right here. So just go through these descriptions. Okay. Just go through this description. Storage type. These are called the storage types. Okay. So the number 2 is the type 1 entity. Okay. So let me just put it 1. This is 2. This is 3. And this one is 4. Okay. So row number 2, what is there? 2. It is what? Type 1 entity. Okay. Row number 3. It is our type 4 entity. Okay. Row number 4. It is our type 3 entity. And row number 1 is our type 2 entity. Got it? This is very important, this description. So it is what? Changeable. So type 1 entity changeable via change request generated database table. So these type 1 entity basically connects with the change request. Okay. And via OTC. Okay. So this is the first. So if any entity will be changed first, so this would be the type 1 entity. And type 4 entity is the dependent entity of the type 1 entity. Getting the point? Any doubt in this?
No, Krishna, can you repeat again?
So let me tell you with respect to the table concept. So it would be very clear to you. So if you remember yesterday, I was telling you about the parent-child relationship, right?
Yeah.
So say for example, this table is your what? Parent table. Okay. Slash OC11. This table MARC is your child table. Okay. Just try to understand everything means slowly, so it will help you. So this is the parent table. This is the child table. How this parent table and child table are linked? How? With what key? I told you yesterday.
Primary key.
Yes. So with primary key, this primary key, what is there? It is the foreign key over here, right? So if you see here, see from the MARA table, MANDT and MACNet. So MANDT we generally don't consider. This is the client field, basically the MARA. Okay. But when you create your custom database table and all, you can provide MNDT and this one and key field candidates. Okay, you have to provide key field candidates and you have to provide the cardinality 1:CN. Means for one record in the MARA table, it could be CN number, means n number of record here. Okay, none or n number of records. So it has its description. So you can see here. CN means what? Each check table record has any number of what? Any number means n number of records here based on one record. Okay. Getting the point or any doubt in this? So when you map these two tables, so this is my original thing, right? Active areas. Mara, Marcy, what is there? These are my active areas. When I want to map the fields, okay, in the data model from this active area so that my staging area is created. Why we create the data model? When we create the data model activity table, that time the staging area will be created. Okay. So they can ask when the staging area creates. Okay, when we activate our data model, then our staging area is created. Got the point? So what we did here for MARA table, I have provided the entity name as MARA. You can provide whatever name I want. So I provide MARA so that it will be easy for you to understand. So I have taken the MARA table. So it is the parent table, right? As it is the parent table, I have provided the type 1 entity, changeable via change request generated database table. Okay. And Marcy is what? Marcy is the child table. So as it is the child table, what did I do? I provide changeable via other entity type and generated database table. Which is the under entity type? Type 1 entity is the other entity type. Got the point? So type 4 entity is always dependent on what? Type 1 entity. Is it clear or no? You just tell me. Is this clear or any doubt in this?
It's clear.
Okay. So type 1 entity is your parent table. From the parent table data we just provide here. So what are the data from the parent table I have taken? So if you can see here in the entity MARA, you have to check the MARA, then you have to go to the attributes. You can see this is the thing. BIS, MT, BS. So what are these things? These are the means fields from here. Okay, I have taken the fields from here. Okay, this fields from here and I just paste it over there. Okay, then I have to provide the data element for this. What are the data elements? These are the data elements. Basically, I have pasted here. And in the parent table, I have to keep one as my key field. Okay, so this is the key field. Okay, getting the point or any doubt in this?
Yeah.
Fine. Now, similarly, what did I do? Similarly, I have created the Marcy. I have, while creating, I have provided that this is changeable by other entity type generated database table. This every word has a meaning. Okay, I will tell you in the system what meaning does it have. So you can see the attribute. So similarly from Marcy table, I have provided all the means data over here. Now in the parent entity, type 1 entity, I have provided one key field, right? But in this type 4 entity, I did not provide any key field. Okay. So if you see here, just 1 minute. So here I did not provide any key, right? So this is a key field. But in the database table, if you see, this is the Mara table, it has the key field. This is the key field here. MANDT we don't consider. We does not means you don't consider MANDT. Okay. In this one, Marcy basically, sorry. In Marcy, if you see, we have how many key fields? 2 key fields. One is Matner and one is works, right? Then why we did not put this key field over here? Any idea in this? So if you remember yesterday, I told you that for Mars means a dependent type 4 entity, we do not provide any key field. Okay. So whatever, because it is means attached to this one, right? The type 1 entity. So with the foreign key relationship, it is what? It is attached. So whenever we are creating the relationship, so if I go to the relationship, whenever I will be providing the leading relationship, this is the leading relationship with what we have created leading relationship. We have created the leading relationship with the Mara table, which is the type 1 entity. Then automatically for the Marcy table, okay, for the Marcy table, for Matner key field will automatically will be coming to this Marcy. We will see in the system now. Okay, how is it? And I told you that the child table has its additional key field. So this is the additional key field. So if you provide the additional key field for the child table, then you have to provide this qualifying relationship. So works, we have created what? We have created it as a type 3 entity. So they can ask you in the type 4 entity, how will you for additional key fields in the type 4 entity, what will you do? You will say that I will create a type 1 entity if here only one additional key fields is there, right? But if another 2 key fields are there, then what you have to do, another 2 type 3 entities you have to create. So I have created only one type 3 entity, right? But if here additional 2 fields are there, so you have to create additional 2 type 3 entity. Then you have to go and you have to provide the relationship here, where you have to provide the qualifying relationship with the type 4 entity. Then these key fields automatically will be shown in the type 4 entity. Okay. So let us visualize the data model and see how it is looking. So this is the data model, right? So now view details. Now if you see in Mara, this portion will show you the key fields, what key fields it has. So in Mara, we have Matner as key field. Why Matner as key field? Because okay, let me go there. All the thing is clear to you guys, or any doubt in this? because I am telling you every bits and pieces in data model. Okay, try to understand it very clearly. Any doubt, just let me know. So here I have provided the key field checkbox take. So that is why I can see in the data visualization. Okay, so I can just click this, the data visualization. Basically, I can see the what key field over here, Matner. But for Marcy, I did not provide any key field, right? Still, I can see Matner and Works two key fields. Why I have seen we can see this because it has automatically come. Because with Mara and Marcy, we have provided the leading relationship. With type 1 and type 4 entity, we provide leading relationship. And for the additional key field in the type 4 entity, we provide type 3 entity and type 4 entity relationship as qualifying relationship. Getting the point? Any doubt in this?
Okay.
Any doubt? Any doubt so far?
Nothing good.
Okay. So let us just create a data model. And in the process, again, I will explain the things that you can easily understand. Okay.
Can we do it for equipment master?
Equipment master means it was the custom solution, right? They created their own database table and all. So if I create now that and the fields and all provided by the business, right? I don't remember what are the fields they used. But now if I want to create this, again I have to create database table, these, that, so it will take lots of time. Okay. So this is excuse me, these are same only that tables you will be using. So let us see, let us keep it very simple because for you now it is very important to understand these concepts. Okay. So once you are thorough with these concepts, then you can play with all these things. These are not very tough things, but the thing is like whether you are getting the concepts properly or not. Okay, if you are not getting the concept properly, then it is the problem. But here I am trying to explain all the bits and pieces. Okay, how a layman also can understand the things. That also I'm trying to look into. So this is the Amara table. So this would be our parent table, right? So let's say we have to create a new data model, right? So for creating it, again, we have to follow the path MDG, IMG, general setting, data model, edit data model. Then we will come to this screen. After coming to this screen, if we want to create our own data model, then we will go to the new entries. Just remember these things, right? We have to provide the data model name. Let us provide it ZK. Okay, description, demo for. So this is up to you, whatever you want to provide. Okay, active area, let it be MDG. Okay, prefix, let we put K B. Okay, KTB for the training batch. Okay,
What is prefix?
Prefix I told you, right? So whatever structures will be created. Okay, so if you don't provide prefix, that is also okay. But if you provide the prefix, it would be easy for you to identify your structures. We will see in the process. Just let me create it, then I will show you how it is. This one. Package, like in real time, people will provide you package. Okay, so if you are working in any organization, they had their own packages created earlier only. So you have to ask them what is the package I have to create this. So they will provide you. Don't just go and create the package. Maybe you won't be having the access also. Okay, so for your purpose, I'm just creating it and showing you. Okay, so you have to go with SC80 if you want to create a package. But in real time, generally, we don't create package. If you are a very experienced and architect level, in the company, that time you create package, otherwise you don't create package. Okay. Z demo patch. Okay, so you will go from this drop down, you will choose package, and you have to create your package. So you will provide your ZDEMO package name, then batch PATCH. Whatever name you want to provide, you can provide over here, and you can provide means create the package. Enter. It will say that does not exist. Do you want to create this object? You will say yes. You will provide package or demo. Okay, this is home. This is okay. It's no other information you have to provide for now. Okay, so, but every company has their own standards. So based on that, you have to create the package. Then you will go. Then this will come TR. So again, TR you can create by clicking on this create request, but in general, in companies and all, you will be provided with the TRs. But if the company doesn't have a very what to say, strict process and all, that time you can go and you can also create by creating this, clicking on this, you can create it. But already one tier was already created. So let us do one thing. Let us create our tier. So it would be better for our demo batch. We know that this tier will be reserved. Okay. So let me do one thing. Let me just take note on all the things. Maybe later point of time, if other areas I want to use it, I can use it. So this is my tier. So this tier only I will be using everywhere. Okay, this has been created, and this is my means. Okay. Any doubt?
No.
This package I will be providing it here. Okay, so now it is none, right? Why it is none? Because now nothing we have done here. That is why I have provided enter. I will provide save. So some warning is coming that data model Z1, and so this is not related to this data model. This data model name is ZK, right? But some other data model, something is coming. 1 minute. Hello. Program. Okay. This is the prefix we are using. Any doubt in this? So now for this data model, so now basic structure of the data model we have created, which is what are the necessary thing. Now what we will be doing, we will provide creating the entity type. Okay, so entity type, when you create, so how can you create? So first of all, you have to select this one, because against this one we are creating, right? So you have to select it from here, and then you have to create the entity types. Okay, so when you click on this entity types, what you have to do, you have to go and you have to click on the new entries. So you will click on the new entries and you can see this one. So we are creating it for the Mara table, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you can see MARA, name is up to you. So this is for our demo batch, right? So let us see DMMA. Okay, so DM Mara. Just to make you understand, you can provide any name. Okay, MARA, DM Mara. Okay. Now, this is our type 1 entity or type 4 entity. This will be your type 3 entity. What it will be?
Type 1, right?
Type 1, because this is the parent entity, right? So what was the description for parent entity? Changeable via change request generated database table. Okay, so this is our type 1 entity. This is the description for the type 1 entity. Changeable by a change request, generated database. Okay, then we have addition, no addition. So these are the things you can choose. Addition. Addition means what are the addition dependent? It could be addition dependent. Okay, so if new things will come, okay, so that time this won't be available. So better to check no addition. Okay, data element is optional for the type 1 entity, but type 3 entity we use data mode element. Okay, hierarchies and all we are not using here. Key cannot be changed, so this is regarding the key. Okay, internal key assignments and all. So key would be created automatically, or we have to create the number range object and we have to provide the external keys. Okay, so this provision also be is there. So for that, this is their key assignment. Okay, then language dependent fields or not. Why language dependent? Say for example, like my name in English should be I will be writing it in some way. In Hindi I will be writing it some way. In Spanish, in German, in Latin I will be writing it in different way. For that, this language dependent. Then attachment, if we are want to attach anything. Okay, then search help text. So for all these purposes, these fields are there. Okay, so we will go with very minimal information over there, because means if I want to provide all the things, so it will consume too much of time, and the main concept we will be losing here. Okay, so while creating that means entity, we have to provide the entity type name, and whether it is a type 1 entity or type 4 entity, we have to provide here. Okay, the description, and then it's okay. Now I will provide a save. So what it is saying, data model ZK entity type, this one not enough leading relationship. So these errors will be coming till you create the type 4 entity. You provide the means leading and the qualifying relationship. Okay, so don't worry about this, just save the changes. This changes has been saved. Now go to the attributes, new attributes. Okay, for these entities you have to provide the new attributes. So I will go to the Mara table, and some fields from the Mara table I will be taking here. Okay, let's say I am taking this from here. I'm putting it over there. Again, I have Matner, right? Matner is my key field. So the data element for Matner is Matner. Okay. And from here also I have to take this. So you can just copy paste, you can write it by yourself. This is up to you. Okay. And this is my key field, right? So I have to click it as key field. Then I have to save it. Description is missing, right? Now description is missing. It is up to you. You want to provide the description, but real time you have to provide the description. Okay, you have to provide the description. Here if it is up to me whether I have to provide or not. For time means it will consume lots of time for me, but okay, let me just provide it only. So I can just take this one and this. Provide the description over here. Okay, this is material number. Okay, I can save it. Okay, getting the point, or any doubt in this? Any doubt?
No,
Hello?
it's clear.
Okay, fine. So I told you that whatever tables are there, so similarly we have to create the entity types in data model. So why we are doing all these things? So that the staging table should be created. Okay. So now this type 1 entity is created. Now we have to create the type 4 entity. Okay. So we will go back. Now again we will go to the new entries. DM data model for MARC, right? So what is the description for type 4 entity? Changeable by a other entity type. Which is the other entity type? It is the type 1 entity, generated database table. Okay. So they can ask you one question: for which entity types the data is stored in the staging table? So you will say for type 1 entity and type 4 entity, data is saved in where? Data means staging table. And for type 2 entity, what is happening? Changeable without change. It is generated check or text table. So here check table or text table will be created. Okay, so language dependent it will be there, right? So maybe some material will be created in Spanish, some material will be created because say for example, if means Mahindra and Mahindra or Tata or Mercedes, they have their plants, their company in various countries, right? So in Spain, they will enter the text in Spanish. In Germany, it will be German. Okay. In Brazil, it will be Latin American language. So like this, it would be there. Okay, so for generally for type 1 and type 4 entity, it will be stored in the database table. And for type 2 entity, the text table will be generated for language related data. Okay, that they can ask, you can tell. So why I am telling, and this every word has a meaning, I will tell you in a very short time. So this is the information I have provided. Anything I have to provide here? No. I will go to the directly go to the attributes. In attributes, I will click on the new entries. In the new entries, I have to provide the data from this table. Let me provide the data. Let me take this data. So this one, I will provide this. I have to provide the data model also. So sorry, data element also. So I will get all the data model from here. I will be providing it here. Then I will be providing the description from here. Sorry. And this selection you can do by Control Y, and then you can click on mass selection. So you can provide the description over here. You can save it. Now see, we have so many errors in this, right? What errors we have? DMMARC attribute, okay. Okay, so DMMARC. DMMARC, where is it? MINBE, okay. Okay, record point. Let us not take this one for time being. Let us not take this attribute from here. Currency. reference entity field. MENS. Invalid attribute MIN. Data type 1. Reference field. Okay, that I will check how to provide the reference field over here. So that need to be checked. Okay. For time being, let us not take this one. And for removing this, any option is there? Okay, delete. Apart from this, let me just save this one. So invalid check table SOB SL. So sometimes what happens, these are the some prerequisite things that we have to maintain. So for the currency and all, so I will just check in configuration level also what are the things is missing, and then I will just come into that. So basically you will be facing these two errors. One is the leading relationship error and one is the qualifying relationship error with the type 4 entity. Now, first of all, let us create the type 3 entity and then we will go to the relationship and we will provide the relationship. Okay. So we will go back. We will create the type 3 entity over here. So it would be DM and it would be in the Marcy table. What was it? Works, right? So we will be taking it works. So this is there. And it is a type 3 entity, not changeable via MDG, no generated tables. Okay, so there won't be any generated tables for this. So in staging area, the data from the type 3 entity won't be stored. Okay, so these are very important points. So they can ask which entities data would be stored in the staging tables. So you can say type 1, type 4, and type 2 entities data will be in the text table. Then what will you do? You have to provide the data element. It is mandatory to provide the data element for type 3 entity. Okay, so you will come and you will provide the data element. For type 3 entity, there won't be any attributes. Getting the point or no? For type 3 entity, there won't be any attributes because type 3 entity is a very independent entity and we are not storing any data from type 3 entity. Right, we're not storing any data from type 3 entity. So the data for this key field, what will be there in the type 4 entity, for this type 3 entity, it will be stored in the type 4 entity only. Okay, so now save it. Now this is coming for this. Okay, so let us just save it. Now where we will go to the relationship. New
because
entry.
Marcy had two.
Yeah, please, man.
Marcy has two key fields, right? Marcy has two primary fields.
I did not provide any key fields. Why I did not provide key fields? What did I say? Marcy has two key fields, but these two key fields we won't be providing while creating the data model of Marcy. But when you provide the relationship, leading relationship, so one key field will coming from the Mara. In Mara, what is the key field? Matter is the key field. So automatically this key field will come into the Marcy. And why we have created type 3 entity and provide the qualifying relationship? Because type 3 entity will provide the additional key fields to the type 4 entities. So this is the way of doing it. Okay. Getting the point or any doubt in this?
Yeah, I got. If Marcy has five
Then we have to create 5 type 3 entities.
type.
And then with the 5, this one, we have to provide this qualifying relationship with the Marcy table.
Okay.
Getting the point?
Yeah.
Okay, so now we will provide DM Mara. Okay, and DM RC. So these are the, this is the from entity, this is the two entity. Relationship name we can provide DM MA for Mara and Marcy for MC. Okay, this is the relationship name I'm providing. So with type 1 and type 4 entity, this would be a leading relationship. Okay, and we have to provide the cardinality also. Cardinality we can provide 1:n. Okay, for one record in the Mara table, there could be multiple records in the Marcy table. So if we see here, let us if I execute this Marcy, let me take this one. How many records are there? 2 records are there, right? For this material number.
Yeah.
But if Mara we see, how many records are there? We have only 1 record. So against 1 record, how many records are there? N number of records could be there. It could be 2, it could be 4, it could be 5, or N number of records could be there, right? So that is why we put the cardinality as 1:n. Okay. Then with the DM works, right? Works, we will provide DM Marcy a qualifying relationship. Okay, so DM works and MC, and it would be a qualifying relationship. Let it be 1:. Getting the point?
Yeah.
Now see, wait. Now see, we don't have any errors, right? Now what we did, we have just saved it, but we did not activate it. So we will go here and we will check. It is none, right? Active version is none. Now we will go to this data visualization. Okay, so how the data is created, we can see here. See, Matner has come here. Details view I can see for Mara 1 key field, for Marcy 2 key fields. Can you see these 2 key fields?
Yeah.
Or any doubt in this? These
No.
2 key fields has come, right? These are the things. Now active version, what it will say, data model ZK does not exist. Why? Because we did not activated it. That is why it is showing this error. Any doubt in this, or everything is clear? I hope everything is clear. So I will go and I will activate it. Before activating it, in the data model, this one, if you go here, /n MDG data model ZK was there, right? So does not exist, it is saying, right? Because it is not yet activated. So it will take little time to activate. So demo based, this is our request, right? That we have created. We can go to home request and see what are the requests I have. So demo batch is the request. So we will go here. Click. Created, could not be created, could not be created. Why? What is the problem? TADI entity, this one could not be created.
You assign the business object.
No, this is not for the business object because yesterday only I created one. So this one I have created for the demo purpose. It was created. Maybe some things with the system, because TADI will come when the some problem with the system. So I don't know what is the problem. Okay, let us see with OTC also. Because see, if we come here with this one, and if we see the business object type, we did not create any business object type over here. Okay. So I don't think so. This is the problem. Anyway, let us create the OTC and let us see. So we have to go here. We will come here. And we can create our new entries. We can create ZDM data model. Okay. This is our OTC for demo.
What is the full form of OTC?
This is the business object code. Okay. Business object code. So this OTC will be used everywhere in data model, in your UI model, in your process modeling. So this basically binds all the things. MDG has different things, right? Like data model is there, process modeling is there, workflow, then your CR. Okay, everywhere this OTC you have to provide. So this particular OTC will bind all the things. Okay.
So it's like one OTC code.
Yes, yes. So what is the OTC we have created? Z
DM underscore C.
ZDM underscore C. Let us note it down also. Later point of time, we will need this one. This is an okay. Let me just go back. Edit data model. We'll go to the ZK. We'll go to the business object type. Okay, one more thing. These OTCs and all basically we provided for the root entity, means type 1 entity, which will be the root entity. Okay, so it is our DM underscore MARA, right? Here new entries, we will provide this one, and we have to provide it as the root. See, OTC for demo class, whatever we have provided over there, it has automatically come. So now this one, save changes. Because there was no error. If any error is there while creating it, it could be shown there itself. Like while saving it, I could have seen it, but while activating, why it is giving error? Let me take this change request and let me see, because that I have created yesterday. Now it is also could not be created.
We will create a new change request, right?
No, new change request I have created. But why this it giving this problem? Area entry ABTT. This one so could not be created. Could not be created. Could not be created. Data model ZK. Active version. Yes, active version also created. Let me check over here. ZK. This is also created. I don't know why this error is coming, because if it is not activated, this won't be coming, right? This is also coming.
They are saying because of some custom fields are there. I don't know.
No, but no custom fields are there, right? No, but if any error is there, we can check over here. Okay, see, if any error with your data model, when you check, you can get it over here only. But while activating, it is not activated in the TDR. Means in the TR only, it is not saving. This is the problem. But it is activating, but not in the TR. It is including it in the TR. Workbench TR.
Let's create a new request.
New request also, if I create that, there won't be any in this one, right?
Okay.
MDG, this one, this one. Test. No, with the new request also it is.
I think you want to check with your technical team and then.
Yeah, I have to check with my technical team why it is not saving the TRs. Let me just check one thing. SAT. In the activation of the data model and all, everything has been done. There is no problem in this. Only the problem with this one. See here, it is thing is there. Execute. Okay.
Maybe change the package and then try it. Use yesterday's package.
I don't think so. There will be any problem with the package. This one. Now let's say so we have to any change we have to do, we have to adjust it. Okay. Now let us try to activate it. No, same error is coming. So maybe some problem with the with server only. So it is activated, but the thing is, it is not including this object in the TR. So this won't be a problem, because if it is not including it into the TR, so this won't be transported to different systems. But it has been activated. That is why we can see. So as it has been activated, we can see the tables. So let me show you.
But I think Krishna, let's check with the technical team and then, you know.
Yeah, that we will check. 1 minute.
Because I think we also will have access to the system, right? We will practice and then we don't want this message again.
No, but this won't hamper your task. If it is not, because the thing is, it is not including the object in the TR. If it is not including the object in the TR, it won't hamper our work. Okay. The thing is, say for example, let me show you how it works. AC09. AC09 is the place where we can see our TRs. Okay. So workbench TRs we have. We can go here. We can see demo was the TR that I have created yesterday. This is the package. This is the MD activity, view cluster maintenance. So you can see these things, right? Now, if you see here, you can see IMG activity, edit data model. You can see view cluster. Can you see this?
Yeah.
So this is there in the TR, but if you see these tables, they show AC11. So all these things are created, okay? There is no problem in this. TADIR, this is the table for the TR. Now, if we see, so let me just go here. See. This is the task that we have done, right? So now we have these two things. Okay, can you see this? These two things are there. So this is the program ID and this is the object and this is the object name, right? So we can take, say for example, this view cluster one. Okay, this is the object, we can provide it here. This is the program ID, we can provide it here. Okay, and this is the object name, what is there. Then we can execute it. But for that, we don't have any. So I think this is the problem with the main server itself, because TR data, it is not including here. Okay, let me just check. Yes, it is not providing it into this one. So for R3C, all this data is there. So basically what happens, this data will be stored in this TR, then this TR will be transported to different system. Okay, from development to quality to production. But as we are working in this system only, right? We are not going to some other system. We are working in this system only. So this won't be a problem for us if it is not including the things in the TR also. Getting the point? Because our structures are getting created here. If we see whatever structures we have, let me just go here, m/mdg data underscore model. So our structures are getting created. So if our structures are not getting created, that we will be using, we can't see this. Okay, so if we execute it, now we can see. Earlier I show you, right? I showed you that this is not created because it was not activated. As it is activated, all these things, just the thing, it is not included the things in the TR. Okay, that is why we can see our DMMARA, okay, and this one, Marcy related. These two tables are created. So what we say, if you remember, we said that for these two, okay, this is the type, what is the type 1 entity? 2 is the type 1 entity, right? Changeable via change request generated database table. For the type 1 entity, we said that our table will be created in the data, means staging table will be created. So this is the staging table, DMRA. Okay, so here the data will be stored. And for Marcy also it is created. So this is the type 4 entity, not changeable, sorry, type 4 entity is this one, changeable via other entity type, generated database tables. Okay, so this is for the Marcy. So for this two, what has been created? The staging table has been created. But we have another entity type, right? Type 3 entity. But for type 3 entity, can you see any table here? No, you can't see any table, because from the description, what we have seen for the type 3 entity, changeable, not changeable via MDG, no generated tables, right? So that is why we can't see this over here. Any doubt in this?
No, clear.
Okay. Now we will see, yesterday in the demo, I have created type 2 entity. Type 2 entity, nobody is telling in the market. I don't know why. Means trainers are also not talking much about type 2 entity. And people who are, I'm taking interview also, they also don't know much about the type 2 entity. I don't know why they are not considering it. So you can use this one, changeable without change request, generated check or text. Okay, this is the things. And from where I got that CASNR will be the this type 2 entity. Again, this is something which is depends on your basically the requirement. What requirement you are getting from your organization. There will be a dedicated business analyst team. If you are a techno-functional, then you also will be in the workshops, and you will decide which will be the text table, text field, or anything. Or if you are purely a technical consultant, the functional consultant will tell you, okay, that this should be the your means text language dependent this one and all. Okay, so I basically what I did, I basically went to the standard data model, means data model. Okay. So let me just go and take this one. Sorry, entity type. I just went to the data model and I just try to find out what are the type 2 entity it has been used. Because anyway, in the real time, mostly you will be working on the data model, BP data model, FI data model, means 0G data model. And if any product-based company you join, then you will be working on the custom data model. Okay. So custom data model, anyway, I have told you how to create the custom data model, what to consider for the reuse or for the means flex mode. Okay. And what are the steps you should follow. Now in this, you can see if I provide it here. So this is the C. Means entity type, what we have, and what is the description for this entity type. It is changeable without change request, generated check or text table, right? From here I have taken it.
Do you have Mara here?
No, they directly don't name it as Mara. They have named it as material. Okay. They have named it as Mara. This
Can
is
we
the,
see the can we see the attributes?
yes, you can see that.
And for Marcy, what they have named it?
That basically you have to check. Okay. I also don't remember all the things, how they have done it. Basically, they are not doing it according to Mara or Marcy or this, that. Okay. So if you see the business object type also. So business object type. So see, this is the standard business object 194. This is for the material. Okay. For Mara, they have put it as root. Generally, how they design it, they will design like, they won't go for Mara or Marcy like this. They will design it like this. They show MM02. This is the standard transaction code, okay? MM01, basically we create material, right? So let me take any material over here. Any material, let us take. So based on these views, they will be creating. Whether this is a basic data, one view, basic data, two view, how they will be mapping. So based on that, they will be creating. Okay. So these are the fields in the basic data view, right? So basic data one, basic data two, and these are related to which table. So like this, they will be creating. Getting the point? Then if you see the description over here, entity type. So material, this is the material, right? So material, if I double click, I will go changeable by changeable generated database table, means it is type 1 entity. See, in the type 1 entity, you can provide the data element name, matter. Okay, it is not mandatory, but you can provide.
What is that key assignment? Did we talk about?
Key assignment is, do you know about the internal key or the external key?
No.
Internal key means automatically it will be created. Okay. And external means key means what? You will be providing the some number range. Okay. Internal key means whenever some means the material will be created, the number range will be random. Internal key assignment. External key means you will provide the number range. Say for example 1 to 1000. So in 1 to 1000 number range only the material number will be created. Not 2001, 2005, 2006, nothing like that. But in the external means internal number is, it is number random. Anything could be created. How the system has defined. Okay.
Can we see in the drop down what are the options?
Okay. You can see key cannot be changed. No internal key assignment. Okay. There won't be any internal key assignment. Internal key assignment only. Okay. Key can be changed, internal key assignment possible. See, generally this is only used. Okay, a key can be changed, internal key assignment possible. Okay. Then if you see here what is written, basic data. It is not written that Mara data, right? It is written basic data. So what is basic data? This is your basic data, what we can see in our transaction. Where is the transaction? Where is the transaction I have shown, right? The basic data related fields. Then related tables, what is the tables? Related tables are there. So in that tables, the data will be stored, right?
Okay.
Is this clear or any doubt in this?
Yep.
Everybody, is it clear or any doubt in this?
I think we need to practice, Krishna. I think
just practice it. Okay, you will understand. And yeah. Did you put the system access and all?
Yeah, we purchased for system access. I don't know. I think you have to send some email, or I don't know.
Okay, I will just talk to them and I will just make sure like how to use it and all. Okay. Then this is the CASNR I have used. So similarly, you have to means that I have created, right? CASNR. So see, in CASNR also I have used the data, this one. Okay, I have used the type 2 entity. Here also there is no attributes. Okay. And what is the relationship I have provided for that? I have provided with Marcy referencing relationship. Okay. So it will coming as the text table. So how it would be? So once you go to the visualize data model, you can see here view data model. So in Marcy, this is the key fields. But when we just click on Marcy, see CASNR also CAS number has come, right? CASNR. Now, if you Z1 data model, if you provide it here, Here Z1 data model, how it looks like. How many tables are there? /o is /o MDG.
4 tables. Sorry, 3 tables. 4 tables.
Now just see ZK that we have created now. How many tables are there? 2 tables.
Okay. Yeah.
But here, how many tables are there? 4 tables. Why 4 tables and why 2 tables? Because CASNR, from the description, what we know.
So check table.
From the description of it, what we know. Changeable without change request, generated check and text table. So both check table and text table it will be created. Additional 2 tables it will be created. Can you see?
Yeah.
Getting the point? So this is very important. They can ask you. So if they ask you why you are using type 2 entity, you can say this is used for text table and check table. And how you will be creating? You will be creating it. So let me give some little more information about it.
Krishna, I think you have to check the time, right? I think we need to wind up.
Yes. I will.
Maybe we can continue.
Yeah, sure. So here you can just provide this one, and you can keep it as a language dependent. This. So the text field will come. Text table will come. If you are not providing this language dependent text, then this text table won't be coming. Only 3 tables will be created. So shall I quickly show you this one? Just 2 minutes it will take.
Yeah.
Otherwise, second we have to repeat it, and this is very important concept. And nobody in the market will show you all these things. Okay, what I am showing you. ZK. You will go to type entity images. This is here, this one, this is stable data element was this one. I'm not providing this information here. Save. Okay, I will come back.
Can we do one thing? Can we change the prefix?
Yeah, that we can change and we can check. New entries. In new entries, what we will provide? We will provide this one. We will provide this one. We can provide this one and the DM CA MC. Okay, it would be a referencing relationship. It would be 1:n. Right. Save it. Save the changes. Okay, then we will come back. We will see any error is there or not. No, there is no error. Everything is fine in our data model. Then we will click on adjust. Okay, when we are changing anything, you have to click on the adjust. See, everything is okay, proper. That is why it is green. Otherwise, it will be showing red. Then we will try to activate it. It will be activated, but it won't be including anything in the TR. So this won't be our concern. Let us take our own, this one, what we have created today. That is better because maybe in that TR only we will be saving everything. TADIR. Okay. ZK. See, now 3 tables are there.
Yeah.
Text table is not there, but this table has been created, right? But if we create the language and provide the text over there, then we will So the fourth table also, right?
Mm-hmm.
So these concepts are clear, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is about your data model. Then some concepts are there like data model extension and all. So we will see that also. Okay. I hope you have understood the class so far. Just try to do the hands-on and all. Okay. I will just talk to them like what is the problem, why the objects are not getting saved in the tier. If it is not getting saved in the tier also, there won't be any problem. Okay, because we can do our work.
Yeah. And also you have to tell them to provide access for us, right?
Okay, sure. No problem. Okay, then. Thank you for your time.
Yep. Thanks, Krishna.
Yeah.
Thank you, Krishna. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you for attending the session. I hope you all enjoyed it. Don't forget to visit our Vimeo page and follow for more upcoming videos.